All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I am about 40% ready. I just realized I drank the rest of my pop as Eric was wrapping up his stream. So, as usual, I don't have everything ready to go. There's a all right. For those of you that maybe got an ad, hello again, because the ad probably played over everything I was just talking about. So I got to pour myself a drink because I did not do that before I started. I was watching Eric's stream and I actually drank like the last of the pop I had as he was wrapping up and didn't think about the fact I needed a new glass for the start of my own. So, fun fact, the on my screen, I'm sure everyone else gets a different one, but on my screen, the ad that I had for the play-in for my video was the Gotham Knights video game, and I'm just like, that might not be your target audience. But that's kind of funny. How's everybody doing? I'll get to questions as soon as I'm finished pouring something to drink. Those of you that are here on the regular know it is rare that I have everything set up at the start. There's always like one thing I forget. For instance, like I gotta unplug my computer headphones. I can hear myself. There we go. All right, all right, all right, all right. Where is everybody? Did I put this in the chat? I think I did. Did I tweet this? Yes, I did. Let's retweet it with live now. Okay. All right, I am now officially here, people. All right. First off, hello, Destroyer. Hello, SSJ. Hello, Robert. Hello, Silent. Hello, Tony. How's everybody doing? I am still getting things set up. I thought I had everything set up, and I have almost nothing set up. I am amateur hour today. Enter studio. Yes, let's enter the studio. All right. Okay. So, hello. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you, Destroyer. Thank you. So, original Rainbow Raider will come back as well as Javicia Leslie's wrapped as Death. Intriguing. Wonder how it will happen. Either an infection of her negative speed force or she is from another universe. I think the running theory most people are working with right now is another universe. But obviously, it's going to take us a little while to get there and find out if that is accurate or not. But yes, the other thing that came out, I didn't notice it till I was editing my photos for my blog, which went up yesterday. Link is in the description if you haven't seen them yet and want to see them. Was Rainbow Raider was also on set, and I didn't notice it right away. When they were filming the scene that night, there was a guy on the set, and I even remember saying to the Myscure Bound, who, if you follow her on Twitter, she's posted a few photos and a very short video. I said to her, I'm like, who's this guy in the scene? He looks like a background, but he's not walking away. And it wasn't until I got home, looked at it on a larger screen, and had time to pay attention that I noticed. Because when I came home the first time, when I put up my post on Patreon, all I was focused on was get that Javicia Leslie stuff up. That was it. Got those up and went back to set. I didn't really look at the rest of the photos. When I got back home after the full night was done, my first thought was, I need to go to sleep. So it wasn't until the next day, well into the day, that I really looked at my photos all together, and that's when I noticed it was him. At first, when I first noticed the photos, I, for 2 seconds, thought, oh my God, is that Warren Christie? And then I'm like, no, it kind of looks like the guy that played Rainbow Raider. So I sent the photo off to someone else. I'm like, can you just verify that I'm not crazy and this is somebody I think it is? I didn't tell them who I thought it was because I wanted to see if they had the same agreement. And they did. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, I almost missed that. I would have posted the photos, probably cropped him out, being like, crop this nobody out of the way, but luckily I clued in eventually. Red Death costume should be more red. Well, I mean, we'll see how it looks on screen. You gotta remember, I'm shooting in the pitch black dark. Dark red looks very red, looks very black in the dark, you know. Yo. Welcome, Robert. What's Andy's podcast channel called? On YouTube? He posts almost nothing on YouTube, but he's the Flash podcast on Twitter, and I guess his if you like Google the Flash podcast, I think it comes up too. Let me just do a Google. I'm gonna do a Google. The Flash podcast. Yeah. The flashpodcast.com. Yeah. How many episodes will Superman and Lois have? Unknown. I'd say 13, maybe 15 at the most. By the way, those are nice shots you did, like usual. Thank you. I'm good, CG. How are you? I'm okay. My sleep schedule is still a work in progress since that night shoot. I have a theory that the Rainbow Raider is projecting negative emotions on whatever version of Ryan Wilder that is. Last time we saw him, he made Barry so angry he almost killed Eddie. Really? I mean, it's been so long since that character's been on the screen, I don't remember his story arc. So I'll take your word that that's what happened. I can't remember back to season 1. Black Adam earns $67 million for now, which is Dwayne Johnson's biggest box office opening of any of his movies, and I think has even beaten Shazam for that. Did it beat Shazam? So there is one thing to that, though. Yeah, $67 million might beat Shazam. But Shazam also was a lot cheaper to make. So this is one of the things two things that people take no consideration when they look at all these magnificent numbers that come out is, first off, when they compare it to a movie like Shazam, what was the cost of making those movies? Shazam was surprisingly cheap to make compared to some of these more sensational movies. The second thing you have to take in consideration, and no one ever really thinks of this, is, again, Shazam came out 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know about you, but I've noticed everything has gone up in price in the last 4 or 5 years, including tickets. I'd say the tickets on average have gone up probably across the board about $1.50 per ticket across everywhere. In some places, it's probably more like $3, especially if you get like those fancy seat tickets. It's probably more like $3 a ticket in that time. So you have to take that consideration when you look at the box office comparison. When you just say Shazam's got 60 or Black Adam has 67 million, I still haven't found Shazam's opening weekend. Where's their box office mojo numbers? So opening weekend, they did 56 million domestic, and you said Black Adam did 67. So that is 56, 67, 56, 67. Get me a calculator on this goddamn screen. That's a 19% increase. That's comparable to Shazam. I can't tell you whether one is bigger or less than the other one because it is right in that bubble area of where I think the inflation number probably for a ticket price is. You're probably, I would say you're talking within a 3 to 5% difference between how many physical tickets were sold. I wonder, does Box Office Mojo break it down by ticket sales, or do they just have the flat numbers? That'd be more interesting. Okay, it had 4,200 theaters, 40. It doesn't say how many ticket sales, just how many theaters. Okay, 4,200 theaters is still, I can work with that a bit. Let's see how your friend Mr. Adam did. 4,400 theaters. So it's also got about 200 more theaters releasing it. So a couple of things just to take into consideration when you're talking the numbers. If anyone else, down the line says you're like, oh, Black Adam dominated, it crushed these numbers. Just remember, very good numbers, very good. No one's disputing that. Take it into consideration with how many theaters are running it and its comparative numbers to how long ago those other movies came out and what the ticket prices were back then. I mean, I could look at anything and be like, oh, well, this is, doing 50 times better than Star Wars did, but Star Wars, a ticket was like $2. So you see what I'm saying? Little things like that. Think the other universe will be a negative one. Maybe. I mean, it's entirely possible. If that was the case, though, wouldn't Rainbow Raider be a good guy then? Who's the villain for Superman and Lois? As far as we know, it's Bruno Mannheim. But there's probably someone bigger than that because that name's kind of not that famous outside of, like, if you're a real comic book fan, right? Hello, CG. Thanks for giving us more hype for the Flash. You're welcome, Willish, and welcome. Hey, I'll be around for an hour chat, but GeoGuessr, I gotta go. Yeah, have a good one, Miata. Hello, Laura. Welcome. Is Rainbow Raider coming back? Yes, Barrio. Welcome. Good evening. Good evening to you too, Lionel. Welcome. Eric's Reloaded for Eric podcast, I guess, for those who ask. I don't know what that's in reference to anymore. Sorry. What up, party people? This is up, party person. Welcome, Andrew. Someone was asking what your podcast name was earlier, so I had to actually Google it and make sure I had the name accurate. Rainbow Raider is going to Iron Heights in season 7. Rainbow Raider hasn't been on the show since season 1 in this capacity. The Rainbow Raider that was on in season 7 was a woman Rainbow Raider. And wasn't she like given a job with the city or some crazy stuff like that? Happy Red Death's going to be in season 9. Seems to be the consensus amongst people that don't have a particular biased agenda, I'd say from what I saw online, from people who are actually watching the show or watch the Arrowverse or anything in general, it's about 90% positive. From the people that don't watch the Arrowverse or the Flash or Batwoman, it is about 99% negative. So take that, all these people are like, oh, I'm not going to watch it anymore. It's like, you already weren't watching it. Don't try and oversell your point, You just subbed on Twitter? Okay. Only can stay for a little while before The Walking Dead comes on. The Walking Dead's still airing, eh? What are they on? Like season 58? This is the first of final 4 episodes. Oh, if I just read one line further, I would have known. That's wild, man. It was Oliver and Barry's first team up. Yes, that is correct. I shot photos of Paul on that set, and yeah, I do recall that. Yeah. Yeah, funny enough, either Paul or someone in his management team reached out to me way back then to ask if they could use a couple of those photos on his IMDb, and I'm like, sure. And then I don't think they ever showed up on his IMDb. I know how that goes. I've had a few people contact me over the years. Usually what happens, they're like, hey, could we use those? I'm like, sure. Here's the unedited image. they send it to their manager, and their manager's like, we only want to use official stuff. Like, that's happened a couple times. So it's probably something like that. I even had someone, they posted my photos on their IMDb before, and then I noticed like 5 years later they took them off. My guess is new manager, and the manager's like, we don't want an unofficial photo source, you know. I'll care for Red Death teas. Okay. Why is that in the stream thumbnail is a phrase that your website will go by eventually? Why is that the stream thumbnail is a phrase that your website will go by eventually? I don't get that. You have to remember about all villains from the first seasons could be different because of Crisis. Correct, yeah. Good point. Help Rainbow Raider gets to know Barry is the Flash. He's gotta be one of them to know also. Well, I'm sure Barry at some point will tap his ear. His mask will come off and he's like, Roy, you know me. I'm Barry Allen. We were in the coffee shop together, or some crazy line like that. You made my weekend with your latest photos and blog. I did not think we would get Javicia Leslie back for any guest appearances. To be honest, I wasn't expecting it either. I sincerely 100% was not expecting it. I had gotten word of this the night they were filming. Just dumb luck. Somebody accidentally was talking near me and said Javicia's name, and my ears perked up. I'm like, oh, is Javicia going to be on set? But I didn't think it was going to be her in a Red Death costume. That one blew me away. Batman is a non-character in the Arrowverse, so making Batwoman into Red Death in the Arrowverse, let them keep the Bat motif. Yeah, 101%. But as we all know, there's a particular group of fans out there that was never going to be an acceptable answer. So I went into a couple of the posts from larger channels and that covered this, and I looked through the comments, and I was almost at times laughing at how triggered they are over something they don't actually care about. It was, I almost got a little bit of joy out of it. I was like, man, I'm glad I made your lives a little less happy, you know? Because if they're that upset over something they don't even watch, man, they have problems. Red Death being a ringleader to the Rogues team up would be very cool to go up against a leveled up Flash. That's possible, I guess. I don't know how many episodes she's in for. We'll have to wait and see when she comes back and for how long. I asked her at the set just outright. I'm like, is this a guest spot or is this a recurring role? And, she kind of answered the question in the most PR way possible. She's like, I don't know, which is kind of an actor's way of saying, like, I can't tell you. So, we'll see. I wonder if Blake Neely is going to make Red Death's theme a mashup between Batwoman's and the Flash's theme. Ooh, I didn't even think of the music choice for the character. Interesting. Nothing to say. Rainbow Raider and Red Death are friends. No. He could be there for Boomerang and the Rogues thing. That's separate but parallel. Maybe. I mean, it appeared like Rainbow Raider and Red Death were working together the way the scene played out. So I would assume they are working together in some capacity, and that if the Rogues are involved, then Red Death is involved with the Rogues. Apologies for the coughing all of a sudden. Apparently this much talking is triggering me already. Oh, I should also say that up front. I'm not going to be doing live chat the whole time. About an hour in, I will be changing to playing GeoGuessr, but I will still answer the occasional live chat in between breaks when I have a second. So you can still leave a comment. I might just not get to it for 15 minutes, so just be warned. I still believe that Caitlin has a new. I still believe that Caitlin has the new Frost will be true leader of the villains. Oh, that's a possibility too. Podcast like the Flash podcast? Yes, that was the one. Is it the dude Rainbow Raider or the girl Rainbow Raider? The male Rainbow Raider, the one from season 1. The female Rainbow Raider, she's off working in City Hall somewhere. Rainbow Raider put Flash on the ground. Yes. I can't even remember Rainbow Raider from the season 1, and I also can't stand season 7. And they're telling me they love to redeem characters, not take them to jail. Yeah. Season 7's little like we're gonna make everybody a good guy thing was a little head scratching. What was your first reaction to learning Javicia was going to appear in Flash season 9? Surprise. Outright surprise. Like I said, I heard her name mentioned, and I was like, wait, they're bringing Batwoman into the season? And I was all excited, and then I saw the suit out there, and I saw the glowing red logo, and I'm like, that's not her regular suit. And the Mascara Bound who took those other photos that are on Twitter, at some point in the evening, they had heard from somebody else that person had overheard the name Red Death at the set. And I saw the logo was red, and the 1-in-1 clicked in my brain, and I realized she's playing Red Death. And I was like, I need to get home and put these photos up as soon as possible. Raider being nice in season 1, no? Rainbow Raider 2.0 that almost killed innocent people by dropping gold bars and jewels on the place. He was given a job in the mayor's office. It's true. It's true. Rainbow Raider 2 was the epitome of not every well-meaning idea is a good idea. Was I able to interview anyone on set? No, I don't do interviews. There's no way anybody in the CW specifically would ever give me permission to interview their clients. I'd love to, but they would never give me that chance. I still talk to the actors, but not in an official capacity of an interview. I'll ask them a question here or there as they're walking to or from set. Usually if they stop to sign some stuff for me, I'll chat with them a couple of things during that time like I did with Javicia. Raider 2 wanted to help homeless people. Yeah, she had good intentions. She just had bad ideas on doing it. Oh, shit. Sorry, Scott. I didn't even notice this down here. Will Javicia be back as Batwoman 2, not just Red Death? At this time, I cannot say one way or the other. All I do know is that she is back as Red Death. I could see them doing a double duty with her where they have her come in and then have her help Barry fight the evil version of her. It's not impossible, but not a sure thing. You've probably answered this already, but why is Rainbow Raider back? Because it's in the script. I don't know. What are the chances that Sarah could be back? 50-50. I mean, she either will be or she won't be. Simple as that. My honest answer, I'd say like a 20% chance. I have a theory, and I honestly shouldn't even say it because it might give like some hate site the fuel they need to run with it. Okay, I'll say it anyways because I'm not really one to tiptoe around these things. I have a theory that the reason that Javicia and Batwoman are the ones being put into the position as Red Death could be because Javicia still has a contract for Warner Brothers because her contract would have been more than just 2 seasons when she signed on, and they're kind of like, we don't want to pay out an exorbitant amount of money for nothing, so we're gonna get you to work a season on this show to at least get some of our money out of the money we're just gonna have to give you. Loose theory, not a known fact, just a theory I came up with on the spot because why not? Why her over another character? I can't say. Outside of the Bat family connection, obviously. It's funny, people complain Red Death is a female because it's Bruce Wayne in the comics in the negative multiverse, but the problem is Batman is barely a character in the Arrowverse. Well, he's not a character outside of in name only and one backlit fuzzy shot of him in Batwoman. I mean, I actually think we spent more time looking at Kevin Conroy's character's dusty suit than we actually did at Batman in live action in the show. Yeah, the reality is so where did I see this? Was it might have just been on Eric's stream or might have been somewhere else earlier, but technically doesn't Fox still hold the television rights to Batman, which if that's the case, they can't use Batman. They could use Bruce Wayne, but not Batman, So that's probably part of the complication. Oh, I didn't notice you even have a second one. Sorry, Scott, I'm really behind on this. Does this mean there's a chance Sarah might return? There's always a chance. I told you before, I'm like, it's possible, but I don't think it's very highly probable. We'll see. Difference between Katie and Javicia, though. Katie's contract was up, so they would have had to sign her to a different deal, whereas Javicia, they might have been able to get to use her because she would have still been under contract with Warner Brothers. That is a possibility. What episode do I think this is in? 4. It could be 3. There's a 10% chance it's 3, but I believe it's 4. But I couldn't get a good shot of the clapperboard, even though at one point it was 15 feet away from me. But when I shot night shooting, you never know if it's going to turn out, and it didn't. Love the Red Death symbol. So did I. I thought they did a really good job at that. You know what's really funny too is I have a lot of shots where it's blurry because night shooting, and it actually looked like a heart logo on her chest instead of a bat logo. Wonder if I can pull one up from my files. Give me a second, guys. It's kind of funny. I look at them and I'm kind of like, this is kind of doesn't quite look like it's right. This is going to put me like 2 minutes behind the chat, but whatever. Did I delete most of them? Is it just really in video I have left that they're there? That's frustrating if that's the case. I don't want to bring up video. I might have deleted all the blurry ones already. Yeah. All right. Well, you'll have to wait for the video to see what I'm talking about. Oh, I just saw your second comment, Destroyer. barely in Arrowverse, so don't complain about that. Yeah. Not surprised Black Adam did more box office than Shazam. The Rock is a bigger name than Zachary Levi. Well, I don't know if you were here at the beginning of that discussion, Lionel, but if you look at the numbers from a standpoint of taking in inflation and interest into it and all that, inflation, they kind of did the same numbers. Black Adam did 19% more gross, but when you take in inflation in the last 4 or 5 years, that's probably about the same amount of tickets sold, honestly. Cap? Okay. How long do you think Red Death will be on the show for? Like how many episodes? I'd say probably at least 2, no more than 4. That's my theory. Letitia Wright is playing the new Black Panther. Well, I guess I'm not going to see it. I swear if they lower Barry's speed, I'm quitting the show. I'm fine with the show being consistent with his speed. They've reduced his speed so many times. What y'all doing pre-chat before GeoGuessr? That is true. What do you think Barry is doing? I don't know how to answer that question. So if Rainbow Raider and Red Death look to be comfortable working together, then all of the rogues could be on this. Is how they discover the multiverse is back, and they need Cisco and his book. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I'd like to see Cisco back too. You'll have to go when I play GeoGuessr. Noted. I gotta say, man, you're living the dream. This is a dream job it's not a dream job. I put in 8 hours at night in the coldest day we've had since probably like March. And my feet were sore. My ankles were sore, my knees were sore, my back was sore, my neck was sore. I had a headache, and I was very, very tired. So it is not a dream job. I would prefer, honestly, to just do my actual job, which is the getting autographs part, because this part of the job, the taking photos part of the job, the updating you guys on YouTube part of the job, doesn't pay a lot. Does not pay a lot. Autographs still makes me like 85 to 90% of my income. So I would prefer to do just that part of the job, but I understand this part of the job is a third of the reason my sales do as well as they do is because my Google rank is higher based on all of the attention I get from this part of the job. But I'd prefer to get rid of this part of the job because it is very time consuming for very little money. Why do they always oh sorry, there was a comment before. Please tell me they're not gonna make Red Death steal speed from Barry. That shit is getting old. I mean, anything is possible. Why do they always gonna steal speed from Barry to get fucking old? Stop with the plot. Barry being to slow the fighter speed is dumb. I don't know. Text me the theory, CG. I don't know what that's in reference to. Candagrass, what's your real name? John. Do you think Iris or Chester will know that Ryan is Batwoman? They should not, unless there is scenes they've shot prior where there is some prior engagement. At this time, there should be no reason that they would know. Now, as I said yesterday when I was on Eric's channel, she's been in town for a week, so she shot more than one day. She shot at least 3 days, possibly 4, and there's possibility there's scenes where she did engage with the other people on the show. So we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Yeah, there is complications with the Batman broadcasting rights. Yeah, I thought I heard that possibly literally in the chat you were just on before this, or I heard it somewhere else recently. But yeah, I had a hunch that it's something to do with that. People are complaining about a female Red Death. Well, just imagine that the Deep or the Tide or whatever Martha Wayne called herself switched with Red Death. Yeah, I don't know any of the comic book stuff, so you know me, I can't have an opinion on that. So they should just complain about Red Death being a woman now these days, complain about everything. Yeah, this has been a big thing in the last 5-7 years is certain group of people just feel entitled to scream cry about everything that doesn't go their way. It is what it is. It's the world we live in now. Do you think of Red Death? Do you think of Red Death a highly requested villain? Is in the final season increases the chance Cobalt Blue, another highly requested villain, will show up. I think there's a reasonable chance Cobalt Blue shows up at some point, especially with that teaser we had at the end of last season. Y'all, what are you all doing pre-GeoGuessr? You asked, and now I answered back. I didn't ask. Someone in chat asked. Chance to Clark being in season 9, I'd say 0.01%. I'd say that's probably still a bit high. Now we can get really crazy and theorize that the Batwoman who laughs is behind all of this. Just kidding. I'm just saying, well, you have Justice League, you might as well use her. And there's going to be a lot of theory videos for a little while on what happens there. So we'll literally have to sit around and wait. Wait. What am I missing? Oh, okay. That's what it was. Okay. Do I smoke? Fuck no. How do I invade your stream, CG? Why? Do you have some hot scoop you need to break about other worlds and other heroes or something? Drop me a DM if you have something you need to chat about. If not, I mean, I'm only doing this like another 20 minutes before I change the geos, so. But if you got something you think I need to hear, drop me a DM. Maybe Batwoman teamed up with Justice League to fight Felix Faust, who was referenced in season 8 by Black Lightning. Okay. I can't say I remember that scene. I'm sure someone in chat remembers it, but off the top of my head, I don't remember it. But that's possible. Anything at this point is possible. There's obviously things that are more probable, but anything, I guess, is possible. Hi, Canadagrass. Do you know the actress name who's supposed to be Wynn's wife, Ayla, who picture appeared in Supergirl Back from the Future Part 1? Go to IMDb. It'll say the name of the cast in there. I don't even know what episode that is. I still think most likely Legend who would return for a guest appearance is the Adam Ray Palmer. Maybe yeah, because he's got a connection to the Flash, so that makes sense. I'd say, obviously, I would say Sarah's statistically the most probable because she's the most recognizable, but Ray Palmer, I would say, is number 2, and then the drop off after those two is substantial. Like, I'd say there's a 20% chance Sarah shows up. I'd say there's like a 8% chance Ray shows up, and then I'd say there's like a 0.02% chance somebody else shows up. All right. Just had a thought. Iris being a reporter mogul, now she'd know Ryan for her connection to Wayne Tech or whatever it's called she runs, right? Plus Barry would have told her all about his journey seeing her. In theory, in reasonable theory, sure, yeah, all of that is possible. There's a few things there. I mean, Barry doesn't tell his wife everything as we've seen in the past, so he might have skipped that part. Plus, he might have just been like, "Oh, I met this woman that you don't even know yet." So, stuff like that. Um, but the media part, you have a good point. She might know Ryan through the fact that she was a CEO of a major company, but she might not know her. Know her, like she just would know the name. You know. Um, But also, I would say there's a reasonable chance, again, with her being in the media, she's heard something about crazy stuff going on in Gotham, so she might have put one and one together. Do you think that since the final season is that end of the Arrowverse, WB will let them say that the team of heroes is Justice League, even if it's a brief mention? Pretty low probability. If they did bring back Oliver and Sarah, it probably wouldn't be till the series finale. Now, it'd be like the second to last episode. It wouldn't be the finale. The finale is to wrap up the show. The second to last episode is the last episode where you have any substance about like battles or anything. I was just wanting to come on to talk before you get in GeoGuessr, and then I am sleeping. I see. Well, let me see. I'm going to talk to my people and have them reach out to you, and we'll see if we can arrange something soon. Yeah. Where was I in the chat? I want them to mention Felix Faust now. Yeah, I've honestly forgot this Felix Faust character exists. Let's see. There's a invader in my stream here? What do I do, guys? Do you think I should get rid of this guy? Ban him? I'm going to roll the dice. Let's see what this random person has to say.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. How you doing?
You've been busy today.
Great. I've been busy all week. I schoolwork and screen rant stuff and so on, and I had to call some people today and all like, yeah, okay, you were right about Red Death. I'm sorry. They're like,
yeah, when I messaged you that night, and I was just like, it's hilarious because Endless Multiverse probably only ended like 2 hours before they started filming. And I'm like, they couldn't have done this earlier in the day so that you would have had something to talk about. But yeah.
Yeah. And they were like, how did you find out? Like, they're this photographer. I'm like, do you mean categorized before I even finish the sentence? I'm like, how do you know? Like, oh, we know who he is.
Yeah, I'm very aware that most people in any part of this job at least know me, even if they don't want to acknowledge they know me. You know.
These people.
Because I have people at set. I have people at set all the time. They come up to me like, "Oh, do you take photos of the show?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Do you know who Catagraphs is?" I'm like, "Oh, I do."
What a guy.
I'm just going to read a couple more comments in the thing, then I'll get your thoughts on everything that's been going on. During Black Lightning's speech to Barry, or on not giving up, if I remember correctly. Oh, about Felix Faust? Okay, thanks. I'll have to look back on that later. Paigey says the Lakers are ass. Who the F beats the Lakers in 2022? I'm guessing another basketball team, Paigey. That's what I'm guessing. This is why you don't bet on sports. Now you own your bookie big cash money, and he's going to send his like goon kangaroo after you. We have Ryan on the Flash. Do you think that Dreamer is in season 9? I think it's possible. She was here recently, but the thing I've been told by one person, but there's been no rock solid note of it, was that she was actually here for a fashion event and not to film. So we'll have to find out if there was some filming added on that or not. But do I think she could be? Yes. Do I think she will be? 30-70. You know. But yeah, so you woke up to just a plethora of people yelling at you, Andy. I was right.
No, because they didn't know I had seen that. Like, because they didn't know this was out. Like, usually the sort that I talk to tell me these things. They don't know when like they wouldn't even know that Javisha
Mm.
was filming. So like, when I saw your DM, I'm like, what's going on? And then but I had some friends of mine who are like, they're not, they're just fellow fans, or they're like, oh my god, dude, did you say what you're doing? Like, your buddy Karen West, he got these photos, and I'm like, oh, there. So it was true. So then I call one person and he's like, you never call me. And I'm like, this time I had to. Remember that time when you told me about Red Dev and there was gonna be Batwoman, and I was like, oh, if it happens, it happens. And I'm sorry. And they're like, how did you find out? So they're the photographer, and then he was the first one who was like, are you talking about catagraphs? Did he take these
Yeah.
photos? Did he send them first? So yeah, but I think the suit looks great. I hope you get to see it in broad daylight as well, because it was.
Yeah, I would like to see it in better lighting because everybody right now is kind of griping. They're like, "Oh, it's black," and I'm like, it could be dark red because dark red at night looks practically black. So I want to see it in better lighting.
You had good shots where you can tell it is red. So I don't know why people are.
And see, yeah, I see that same thing, but I also understand why some people think it's black. Like if you only see the one photo, like say you just see the chest up shot, that's the only shot you've seen because that's the one most people used. It looks very black in that shot because there's a white screen behind her.
I added like just a screen share of like
yeah.
I don't think this red. I don't think this will be the red they have exactly. Like I think this will be something more like. Which shot did you have? You had a good shot that I'm like, this looks the most accurate. You had where? Oh my god, where? I would say a less shader, like a little darker shade of this is I think we're getting. I don't think we're getting this right. Now, of course, if they're in studio and they're filming with the camera, so I'm sure it will look like that. But it's like, I don't know where people got the idea this is a black costume. This doesn't
no. Like when I saw her leaving set that night, she'd taken off the top half, but she still had the pants on. And I could see it's still very dark, but I could see the red color when she was standing like right in front of me. Like it's not super red. It's not Barry Allen red, but it is like it is like if you had a bowl of black paint and you poured like a cup of red paint into it. Like it is very, 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 very dark, but you would see the red in it still.
I have a good comparison. Supergirl's first cape. Think of that color. I think that's the close, just to give Arrowverse viewers like an imagine of what it could look. Okay. I think that's the coloring and so on. But yeah,
Hey, Busy, welcome. I don't know if you're still here, but welcome.
It is a new haircut, Robert. I shaved my head because I
wait. Did you really? Oh, I hadn't noticed.
Black Adam made me feel empowered, so I wanted to look like a rock.
What do you think? What you obviously went to go see Black Adam? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
How was it for you?
I give it a good 9 out of 10.
Okay. Yeah.
It's good.
That's good to hear. Like it's not a movie I was excited about, so I never considered even going to see it opening weekend. But there's not saying something that 3 weeks down the line I might get bored and go see it. But it's good to hear it's getting good reviews. I know, yeah, sure, Rotten Tomatoes and something else, are like 50% or some score like that. But as you guys mentioned on Eric's channel earlier, those analytics aren't always in line with what the viewer is wanting,
Can I add something
to that? Yeah.
I want to add something to that. Is that not every critic, those are not all the critic reviews, though, because like if I were to review somewhere right now, like my review wouldn't show up on Rotten Tomatoes because I'm not Rotten Tomatoes approved. I have a profile somewhere, but it's like, remember, there's 1,000 more critics out there who are not even on Rotten Tomatoes that like if they were all included, then maybe the score would be higher. But it's like, again, you should go see the film for yourself and form your own opinion.
Yeah.
Unless you're writing it, because then otherwise, Canada is not going to go see it. I'm
it's just
there's a twist.
It's honestly the trailer. When I saw the first trailer, I'm like, I don't know, maybe I'll see it, but I probably won't. You know, at least it's got a better chance of me seeing it than Black Panther does of me seeing that. Because I've heard from enough people now that what I didn't want to happen is supposed to be happening, that I think it probably is happening.
Well, I know that because she was off filming for quite a while, and I know they have done reshoots, and because there's now people thinking that it might be actually Nakia who's Black Panther, which and here's the thing: we also have to remember sometimes when they use shots in trailers are not always the shot we get in the film. They just use
100%, yeah, no kidding. You know how many times I've seen something in the trailer? I go watch the movie, I'm like, where was it scene? The scene that everybody knows from the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah. So like I have issues with the actress and her viewpoint when it comes to this whole pandemic. And again, as an actress, she's great. I love her as Shuri, and I can.
I used to love her character until the person poisoned that for me.
But it's hurtful when because as someone who has diabetes, I now have to be extra more careful around the pandemic. Like if I get it once, that could be it for me. So I still when I went to see Black Adam, I still had my mask on. When I went to see the Batman, I wore 2 masks because I'm going to be in here for 3 hours, and this theater is going to be crowded with people. So it's like it is like don't listen to Rotten Tomatoes. Go watch Black Adam and get your own opinion. I think many of you who haven't seen it, you will enjoy it. And there's a cool post-credit scene. They fooled me because I thought there were 2, but something shows up and I'm like, oh, there's another one, but it was just the Rock's production logo showing up. I'm like, that is so extra, Dwayne. Like, why did you have? Because it was so cinematic. Because I was like, is this a logo for the next movie? And I'm like, oh, it's just production company.
So I'm curious. You've seen the box office numbers now, and I don't know if you were here from the start of the stream, but I broke it down compared to Shazam because that's the one everyone's comparing it to right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think it's really doing based off of where its box office numbers are?
For a movie that is part of a franchise that has been going through the hurdle and also had a bit of a setback partially because of the pandemic, because before Black Adam we had Wonder Woman 1984, which that was in December 2020. During the early years, pandemic, the number always gonna be messed up, and the Suicide Squad, which was better on HBO Max than it did in theaters. So, and in between that, we haven't had anything. So for this to be its opening, this is actually pretty good. And for a Rock movie, this seems to be his highest grossing, opening weekend film he's ever had. So it's never.
I'm surprised because wasn't he in 2 or 3 Fast and Furious movies?
You're asking them. I've never seen any of them.
I think he was. So it's kind of surprising this is the top grossing one.
Well, I mean, Fast and Furious, it's about stupid cars. Black Adam is about a cool character.
But there's a lot of people that will go watch every Fast and Furious movie 3 times.
I know people are extra.
But so I was saying earlier in the stream, when you look at his numbers, I think it's 67 million domestically. I think was the number that came out, and people are comparing that to Shazam, and they're like, well, Shazam only did 56. So here's the thing, like I pointed out in the stream. Shazam came out 4 or 5 years ago. Now, I don't know how things are on your side of the country. There's been a bit of an inflation thing over the last 5 years. Everything's a little bit more expensive now, just like a smidge, like a penny, so
no, are you kidding me?
The Black Adam did 19% better monetarily than Shazam, but inflation these days is definitely comparable to that. So when people are like, oh, it's doing so much better than Shazam, I have to point out back to them and be like, if you look at the numbers and you look at the ticket prices then and now, they're probably on about par. They're about the same, you know. Now, on top of that, I looked at it. Black Adam was released in 200 more theaters than Shazam.
Oh,
So
really?
that means their sellout rate is probably lower too. Now, is it still doing good? Sure. But I think any of the PR things you hear where they're like, Black Adam, newest, highest grossest movie since X, kind of has to be taken with a grain of salt with certain things because of the reality of inflation and the reality they're in 200 more theaters than the things they're comparing it to. Still a success, and I'm sure it'll be sold as a success, but I want people to just be aware, like, this isn't going to be a $600 million movie, you know?
I think 600 is possible. I don't know.
I don't believe it's not impossible, but I don't think it's possible with Wakanda coming out. I think its dream ends in 2 weeks. Right. And it's now at 140 domestic or worldwide, right?
It is. I have it in front of me. 73 domestically, and then 67 domestically and 73 internationally. So it's
140 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're looking at
a little more than what we were expecting.
Yeah. So next week you're probably looking at 60 to 75 million worldwide. The week after that, probably about 30 million. So you're talking about 225 before Wakanda comes out. I don't see it almost tripling that before it's out of the theaters.
My only counterpoint to that is that because, again, I think we're now living in an age where word of mouth is a lot stronger. And the thing is, because The Rock has a lot of things going for himself. One, now people know Superman is in it. Two, kids love The Rock. Like, it's like, everyone knows The Rock is essentially. So I think that there will be families that will be taking these kids to go see that. I think at some point the JSA stuff is going to start reaching a wider audience, and I think that's going to make people want to watch it. I also think I'm hoping for my Middle Eastern communities to want to give this a chance as well, because this is a very Middle Eastern story, and and I know when it comes to politics, like, we're not going to agree. I had a fight with someone this morning who's also Middle Eastern, and he was just like, "How can you support this movie?" I'm like, "How can you not support this movie?" So it's on but I think it will. I still think. Yes, it's not going to be able to go up against Wakanda Forever, but I think it will be a solid success. I think it will definitely do more than Shazam, at least, because Shazam did $367 million worldwide.
367? Yeah, I think it can beat Shazam. But again, we're also talking about the inflated numbers too, right? So yeah, 366. Yeah, it can do 366. I think I'd be surprised if it doesn't do 366. I think 600 becomes a bit of a dream when you realize Wakanda's coming out 3 weeks later.
If it gets 500, I think we're good. And I mean, again, I can already tell that David Zaslav, he is not letting go of The Rock. I think this is okay. He's probably gonna hope for the next one to do a lot better, but he's gonna be like, you know what, I wasn't part of making this during my regime. I was inherited this. So, but he knows that if he lets go of The Rock, that's a power player that he's he would. I mean, I know David is a little cuckoo, but I think that I'm pretty sure that the sequel is gonna get greenlit by the end of the year. I'm pretty sure we're gonna hear some about those spin-offs that they're looking at. And I just started asking around. I haven't talked to some people about what they're actually wanting to do. So I actually don't know. But I think that Dwayne's time in the DCU is not over. It's far from over. And we're going to, I think he's going to be around for quite a while. So I can't wait for you to see it, CJ. I think I honest to God think you're going to enjoy this film.
I might, but we'll see. I'm going to get caught up on the chat here a little bit. Mm-hmm. What we got here? Lionel left to watch The Walking Dead. Fine, I get it. I'm not as famous as The Walking Dead. Okay.
You're alive.
Barry never talked with Ryan in the alt future, and he didn't know Ryan before the alt timeline. Yeah, true, but he'll at least, if he sees her without the helmet on, be like, "Hey, we met somewhere," he might, there might be an awkward engagement, but I think like someone else said too about the Iris thing, it could fill in some of those holes because of her job as a reporter. I personally, no offense, I don't think Eric's thought that part through enough to have that be how they know who she is. But it's in theory possible, you know. Andy with a new haircut. Yes, he does.
I'm like Sue from Supergirl season 3. Beware my power.
And then we have Robert here, who's like, people just see Bat Family and assume black anyway, night, right? Because as you said, it's Barry's red. It said it's Barry's red, his love, his hope. That's the color that Ryan has adopted and merged with, right? So it would be darker mix. Yeah, that's a good point too. It should be a mix of red and black. Rotten Tomato approved critic, that's something to put up on the wall, isn't it? Ha ha ha. The ones they seem to have chosen are snobs who review Academy movies who don't think comic movies are real now. I don't think that's entirely true, but critics generally have that tone about them of being comic movies are below us. To be fair, she was grieving while taking up a whole mantle and legacy, and she handled it a little badly, granted, but she's young and impressionable and can grow. I'm assuming you're talking about Letitia there. I can't excuse her for it.
And not for pandemic.
Plus the backlash of taking the mantle she didn't ask for or want, and probably felt guilty for, since it happened through tragedy and so much going on. You understand her brain being scrambled. It's got no excuse for her decisions on that. I could understand her not wanting, being nervous about taking the role and all that stuff, but that has zero to do on how she decided to act about other stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, I got that was about Letitia. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, that part I can't give her any pass on that.
Yeah, the only thing I will add is that if you're an actor in this industry, you're being paid thousands of dollars, sometimes millions, to be in these movies. Listen, like these actors, they're making more than what I will make in a lifetime, for God's sake. But if you're in this industry, you have a responsibility, and if these are what the health guidelines are saying, get vaccinated. Because she's saying allegedly, I didn't spread any of these messages on the set, but there's been a lot of sides of the story who's saying that she has. So I agree. It's frustrating. I hope she is vaccinated by now, because if she's gonna be the face of this franchise, I'm like, because this is what's so hard for me with going to this film. It's like, not only do we have to say goodbye to Chadwick's and his time in the MCU and his legacy, but we have to accept someone. Again, I have no problem with a woman being Black Panther, and I have no problem with Shuri being, because in the comics she does become Black Panther. I just don't like the fact that she did this when the film was being made during the earlier days of pandemic, and stopping production from moving forward, because how many people's jobs get affected by it. I mean, see, he knows probably better than I do how many people on set, literally just looking at how many people are on set, like, oh my God, all these jobs now are in jeopardy because she is slowing everything down.
I can tell you, it wasn't announced very often. We heard about the time the Flash had to shut down and the time Superman and Lois had to shut down. But from what I've heard from talking with other people around the circle, probably about 60% of the shows in Vancouver at least once had to shut down because of a case. At least once. Some was 2 or 3 times. We didn't hear about it all the time because after the first 1 or 2 that happened, it kind of washed out of the news cycle, But we also heard the other ones, like we all remember the Tom Cruise video where he reamed out members for not wearing a mask on set and all that, and how it wasn't just their jobs, it was jobs of the entire industry that could be on the line if the production got shut down. And this is the same on Black Panther. This is the same on any major movie that was filming at that time. If you had one wrong step, if there had been an outbreak on Black Panther, say they had an outbreak because someone didn't get vaccinated or didn't get tested or anything. And that led to someone else on the set getting sick who has a pre-existing condition or is just much older and can't fight it off, and they died. It wouldn't just be Black Panther that all of a sudden shut down. They would have to shut down everything in that state while they reassess whatever the rules around it would be. That whatever studio was attached to that movie might shut down everything they're working on in that until they have an idea how to work about it. It wouldn't just be one production. It would have been dozens or hundreds of productions around multiple countries that could have, in theory, been shut down because of one problem, you know? So it was beyond irresponsible. It is ignorant, disrespectful, and stupid. I don't know another way to put it. All right, have a good one, Destroyer. Yeah, I think we've basically run out of chat, so I'm getting GeoGuessr set up. But if anyone's got last questions, you've got probably about 5 or 7 minutes to get it in.
I will add to this while you're setting that up. That like I get there's also probably a lot of sides of the story. We haven't seen the whole situation. From all the perspectives. But the thing is, it doesn't help. But it also didn't help when she is just refusing to talk about it in interviews, whatever, and so on. Like, listen, like, people can make mistakes. I can understand, but you need to actually own up to it and actually show remorse. But if you're just like, I wasn't a problem, I didn't do anything wrong, then of course, you're gonna have people that will not be in your corner because some people, for all we know, maybe this will affect some box office results of Black Panther 2 because the pandemic is real, everyone. It's not like It's not a joke. People have died from it. I know people who had family members who's died from it. I found out today that one of my friends, her baby got COVID, and like that was the first I heard any kid getting COVID. I'm just like, this can happen to anyone. Like every time my parents, even just like because they've been going to protest and so on for Iran and so on, I beg them, please put on a mask, not just for me but for your own sake. My dad has a condition heart condition. He has a heart condition, so like for me, like, if he gets it once, that could be it for him. So if Letitia, if you have a big platform in Hollywood, don't mess this up. Do not mess this up because it is so disrespectful. So we will see what happens when the movie comes out. It's gonna be a hard pill to swallow, this whole film in general. I'm excited to see, but it's gonna be hard.
Yeah. See, that's the thing too, is like when they first announced they were going to do a Black Panther 2 and it wasn't going to be with Chadwick, I mean, I already had hesitations because I didn't think it was the right thing to do, but I realized money talks and they were going to do it. So I got on board eventually. And the idea that Shuri would have been Black Panther at the time seemed like a pleasable idea. I was like, yeah, okay. And then it blew up in their face. It didn't blow up in their face like Ezra Miller bad, but it's like an 80% Ezra Miller. Like they're really rolling the dice, putting her as the face of the franchise under the current situation, And there's going to be people. There will be people who might actually go see this movie for no other reason than they love anti-vaxxers. There's probably going to be some ticket sales they get just for that reason. But they're also going to lose a percentage that remember everything that happened a year ago,
And don't be surprised that, because every time there's some of these controversial actors and they have a big movie or a big event coming up, some people come out of the woodwork and start reminding people, hey, you wanna, because some people like to take opportunities from people who are famous, be like, when they're about to have a big spotlight put on them, their haters will come out and they will do stuff. And I mean, of course, I'm not I'm not okay with it. I think that's nasty, but again, I just wish everyone would get vaccinated so we can get back to normal, so that, we don't have to keep, I'm still too afraid to even be outside most of the time. So,
Yeah, I understand that. I mean, I don't know when the point was, but there was a point where I finally just started the moving on and accepting it's out there part. Like, I'm double vaccinated. I haven't had my booster shot yet, but I've had it once now. I'm kind of at that point where I'm kind of just like, okay, there's a lot of things in the world where not everybody. Okay, so perfect example. When I was a kid, a staple of lunches when I was a kid, I can turn this off for now. We don't need that on. When I was a kid, a staple of lunches were like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They're banned in most schools now because of peanuts. Because they're protecting people who have an allergy to peanuts. I've always been of the mindset that the entire world shouldn't hold up because a few people are, have a problem with something. Create a school just for kids with peanut allergies if it's such a, high number. But when I was a kid, I don't remember ever a kid getting sick and dying from other kids eating peanuts in school. But now they just ban them all together because one kid got, had a problem someday. The first year and a half of the pandemic, I was like, we have to do everything we can. This is very dangerous. I'm kind of at that point now where I'm kind of like, do your best to not be an asshole about it. But I think living your life, when someone is like, oh, I'm going out without a mask, I'm kind of like, okay, yeah, you can't do this for 20 years. I get it,
Yeah.
Like it is the stats now are at a point where like almost nobody outside of like, rare cases of like someone that's maybe already sick or already old are really dying from it. So it's no different than the flu at this point from a numbers standpoint, not from a problematic standpoint, but from a numbers standpoint. Like I'm someone who I've come to the point where I think I've had a few medical annoyances for a long time before COVID and since COVID. There are things since COVID that I'm kind of like, this is weird. It's been hanging around for way too long, and I'm reasonably sure I have what they call long COVID. I have on and off fatigue that hits me at random times. I get winded easier than I ever did before. There are times where I will notice my attention isn't as 100% as it used to be. Now, some of these things could be my age, but the fact that it's all really happened in the last year since I got it too, it's probably long-term effects of it. So it's out there. I mean, even if you get sick once and you survive it, it doesn't mean that your world just goes back to normal the next day, But at the same point, you can't just stop living your life altogether.
Of course not. No, I mean, I'm going to travel. I mean, I was going to travel to Comic-Con this summer, but, then my airline company went on strike. So, couldn't travel. It is funny. It is actually kind of funny. So, but yeah, I mean, I'll wear my mask wherever I go because that's a small price to pay. And I've had my, I had another shot recent, a long ago.
The only time I wear a mask now is if I am going to be indoors for more than a minute or two. Like if I'm just going in, grabbing a plate of food to go, I'm probably not thinking of putting my mask on for that 1 minute I'm in there. But if I'm going to be, say, walking through a mall or I'm going to be sitting on a bus or something like that, I still wear it,
Yeah, I don't wear a mask when I ride my bike, but as soon as I get to like my super mall over, that's like 5 minutes away from where I live, once I get to, I put my mask on. But like when I'm riding my bike, when I'm riding my bike and I have a mask on, I get so out of breath very quickly. That's very exhausting. So you're like, yeah, but like, if I'm when I go with my parents, I don't wear my mask because I know they don't see that many people. But like if I'm on the bus, if I go outside with a lot of people, I will put it on because it's just, it's so simple, but yeah.
Like I have one, like I have like 1, 2, 3. I have 3 like permanent masks, and then I have a few of the like small paper ones. And almost everything that I wear, I think there's one in the pocket of everything at all times. I don't always remember I have it, but like my jacket the other night when I was at the flash set, I went digging into my jacket to get like a tissue to blow my nose. I pulled out the first mask I bought, the first permanent mask I bought, and it's been sitting in my jacket since last time I had to use my jacket. So I have them all over the place.
Do you wear a mask
But
when you go to the sets and like take the photos?
I will only wear the mask when I'm going up towards a cast member, because they still have to wear them because of their protocols. So when I go up to, like the other night when I went up to Grant and Javicia, I went and put my mask on because I know they're still legally obligated to have to wear them. So I'm not going to put them in an awkward situation. But if I'm just standing around by myself and there's no one within 30 feet of me, I'm not going to wear a mask, outside. But when all of a sudden, like a PA, if there's a PA standing on the same corner as me, again, they have to wear them. So I'll, put one on just so they don't feel like I'm being an asshole,
How were they?
But
Grant and Javicia, how were they?
this is the first time Grant signed for me since season 6, so it was good. And Javicia is always wonderful.
I told you so.
Javicia said to the other fan that was there that she couldn't do a photo with, and it was kind of weird because she had her jacket covered up, so it's not like we would have seen the costume under it. But she said she couldn't do it.
Her on Femiskira Bounce's Twitter that she took a photo with a fan though, like she and Grant and the kid. No, maybe okay.
I think what you're thinking, you're that was on set though, like physically on set, not like away from the set. So that would have been someone's actual like crew member's kid or something.
Because I'm sending you just so you know when I don't want to accuse them of anything. Like it looked like there was, because you said Grant and Javicia are doing selfies as Grant raps for the day. Grant would be called back to lie on the ground. What was it? Everyone was freaking out about him lying on the ground a lot. I'm like,
because he does. He's always lying on the ground. I could put together a montage of Grant laying on the ground things.
Now that could have been a good Arrowverse 10-year anniversary special on your channel.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just looking at the photo as soon as it loads. Oh yeah, that video. Yeah, I looked at that already. Yeah, I think that's just a.
Hello. CG. What just?
Hi. Thanks for having me on your show.
Well, hey everyone, I'm Andy Grabs. I take delicious Tom Welling photos with great autographs, and that's all I sell in my store. And I do blogs on Tom Welling.
Oh no, Andy's been muted. There we go. Yeah, so when I went to go from the tweet back to my thing, I left the page apparently.
I kept talking and I'm like, wait, what is this message? The host has muted your mic. I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, but it looked like a kid who was taking photos with them. So I see this was Warner Brothers.
Yeah, that was like that was right on set though, so that had to be some crew members kid, especially at that time of night. No one's bringing their kid to be just a fan at 3 a.m.
Could you imagine? But yeah, I reached out to Warner Brothers CWC if they will provide some more official information. So hopefully we will have something in the next coming, because these things they need to. Don't
worry, you'll get scooped by TV Line or Deadline tomorrow, who will have the exclusive 2 days later. But they'll skip that Rainbow Raiders coming back. They'll just have the Javicia Leslie news.
Yeah, I actually like what you were saying before, because that doesn't shock me if she still has a contract with Warner Bros. And I'm hoping. I mean, she seems like a really good time on the fly, and she loved working with Eric Wallace when I talked to her last time. So I'm sure maybe that happened, but also it wouldn't shock me if she did still have a contract, and that's why instead of using you for 30 episodes on Batwoman, have a
it's like how they used to do with Tom Welling. They're like, even though you've technically left the show, we still have your contract, so we'd like to at least have you come back a couple of times, so we're not paying you for nothing.
Wait, for what? On Smallville?
No, Tom Cavanaugh. I
Oh,
guess I should have specified which Tom because I know your brain always goes to Welling.
I mean, he's right behind me, so there he is.
No,
Andy's
he's
face,
gone.
like,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Andy's face when you realize you're alone in a shop. That was exactly me. I'm like, hello? Like I literally said, why did I say hello? As if like I'm like, oh, Canada was gonna hear that through his phone, like hello.
No,
But
I heard nothing. I could see you speaking, and I'm just like, this is weird.
good photos. I'm glad you were able to get up so close. Wait, how far? Okay, this time, how far away did
Do
you
I
stand?
think they will wrap up the Batwoman storyline? No. They might
Which storyline
reference
though?
something, but they're not going to wrap anything up.
And which storyline are we talking about? Like like because there's
Just, I guess, a general over. I mean, at the end of last season, they did reference there was a new villain coming, right? So there's always something, It's not like they had
okay,
a perfect end. But you were about to say something and I cut you off. What was it?
no, I mean it's your stream. I'm the one who's talking too much. I was gonna say that I don't. Again, because I feel like with Batwoman is I don't need a wrap up. I just like references, like like mention, Sophie and I were pregnant, or oh Luke, he's been promoted my company, or Alice is being Alice. I couldn't come up with a good idea, but like yeah, like all of us need to stop expecting Eric and the writers to. It's not his responsibility to wrap up Batman and Legends tomorrow. It's not his fault to let the showrunner decide to let's go and play chicken with the CW and put a huge cliffhanger in the season 7 finale and just hope we get picked up for season 8, even though we know we are the bubble show of the Arrowverse.
Yeah.
It's not Eric's response. I'm sorry. Don't give him. Sorry. Can I cuss? Can I cuss on this stream?
Have you ever listened to me?
Excuse me.
What
Sir.
the fuck do you think I do here?
Okay, don't give Eric shit if he doesn't go and fulfill
I can't believe you said that.
Right
okay,
after
continue.
Yeah, right. Like, don't give him shit if he doesn't go and give you your Wow More ending or doesn't give all your legends out of prison something. Like, it is not his responsibility. Keto could have avoided this. Caroline Dries actually won. Caroline Dries actually knew what she was doing. Was like, you know what? I'm gonna wrap this up as much as I can, and just let let a little cliffhanger. But like, I know my show is in trouble. Why the Legends tomorrow people didn't know that? I'm not blaming just the Legends. It's CW Warner fault. They canceled the show too, but they're not saints in this. Where like they could have avoided all of this. So it's not a responsibility. It's not our. When I say our, I mean like because me coming from the Flash Party, I'm like it's not our show's responsibility to have to worry about what's going on.
Andy, I think you specifically need to wrap up their shows. Not Eric Wallace, but you specifically. It should be on you.
Not even if you pay, not even Eric calling me like, Annie, listen, could you write a spec script for me? I'm like, I'm not touching Legends for Batwoman because everyone knows my handle. Everyone knows I'm a public figure. Everyone is gonna come for me. They're gonna tell Screen Rant to fire me if I don't give them their ending they want.
Doesn't sound like something the internet would do. They're very understanding, reasonable. Fair,
I mean, Eric
honest.
clearly listens to the podcast though, because like there's ideas that I've said on the podcast that have eventually made it in there, and I don't know like.
So you're responsible for West Allen. I see. Okay, there you guys go. Everybody send your anger to Andrew Beckback.
That was the most Americanized version of my Baybacked. No, but yeah, No, Laura, I get it. He stated that, but also, he's having to do. Wait, what do you expect him to say in interviews? I don't give two shits about Legends. No, of course he will say, yeah, I would love to wrap up the Legends, but like, I cannot promise that to everyone. And like, I don't like if I can tell you right now, when I interview him next time, you will not see me waste any time on. Are you going to bring in the Legends and wrap up this story? Are you going to bring Batwoman to bring up the story? So no, this show is called The Flash season 9, Grant Gustin, Candice Patton, etc.
What you have to do, you have to ask him, be like, is there any chance that this is how you word it so you can say you asked the question and not have to worry about his answer? Be like, is there a chance that the Flash will wrap up any Arrowverse stories Because the Flash is an Arrowverse story, so he can answer that, be like, yeah, and not be lying.
Yeah, I know. I just get tilted when people are like somehow like, because if the Flash had gotten canceled and not Legends and Batwoman, you think they would have been saying? Do you think they would have accepted us saying, "Oh, we should have Flash show up on Legends or Batwoman and get their storyline wrapped up"? They would be like, "No, Barry can go F himself." No,
All
no,
right, I'm
no,
gonna look
no.
through these last few questions, and then we are wrapping up the
No.
chat side of things. And Andy is gonna go off to write that new Batwoman fanfic, and
My
we
dead
will be
body.
playing some geography map clickers. All right, let's see what we had here. How far back did I miss? Okay, I'm there. I've got up to there. I saw that. Okay. As a Batwoman fan, I'm sad. Yeah, I understand that, Rumple. I'm there with you. Batwoman is allowing another villain to drink and drive. Uh-oh. Let's hope not. What would be hilariously funny would be a post-credits scene at the end of season 9. Lantern Dale in a battle in space. He wins, then camera zooms in on Zion. He wakes up in his. It's been all a dream.
That sounds
I
like
can't
David
remember.
Zaslav,
I can't
right?
remember what it is. There's a TV show in the '80s that went on for several years, and it actually ended with it all being the dream of like a kid with social issues or mental issues or something like that, and the entire show ended up being a dream in his head.
I don't like
Could
that.
you imagine? That's how season. Just
And I would have
Diggle
spent
dreamt all of this.
I would have wasted 10 years of my lives, my 20s, talking about a show that never happened. That sounds like David Zaslav writing. So, show will happen.
All right, I need this to happen now, just for the memes. All right. So what's the word on Ezra's finished movie? It's technically finished. Will be out in theaters at some point.
June 23rd, 2023.
At this moment. That's many months away for them to change a couple more times. If Sarah Lance guest stars on The Flash, hopefully they will reference Legends of Tomorrow. I mean, if she showed up as Sarah Lance as we know her, I'd be surprised if they didn't. Also, Carlos Valdez. I'd like to see Carlos Valdez show up, but I am...
I think you will.
I'd say like a 30% chance.
Only 30?
I think they would want him. I just don't know what his schedule is like.
What is he? But he's not filming anything
that we know of. Not every project do you hear about every person connected with it, right?
Fair enough.
Like there is lots of things that film in Vancouver all of the time that have people attached to them that I didn't even know they were in town.
Like my Biograph movie. It's filming in Canada. You know that.
I wasn't supposed to talk about that.
Stephen Amell is playing me somehow.
I'm under an NDA to not discuss this, so I don't know what you're talking about.
I am the movie. I'm the person that the movie is based on, so I can say whatever I want. And Dylan Walsh is playing my father.
I was on Paige's channel and saw a video that showed Red Death in how's this? On Paige's channel, and I saw a video that showed Red Death, and Red Death is Batman from another universe that stole his Flash's power. I think Red Death is Kevin Conroy, evil Batman. No, it's Javicio Leslie.
Go to his website. Canada.com.
Want help writing that Batwoman fanfic?
Oh, no. Yes, that's exactly what
you can't wait to hear Stephen Amell do an accent and crush it.
What accent?
The Andrew accent.
What accent?
Your East Coast accent.
Yeah. No, and Dylan Walsh will be...
All right. I've had the GeoGuessr page open for like 7.5 hours. Is anyone else here yet? We have Laura's here. And we have someone who I'm not even familiar with. Do I know you?
What does the name say?
A champion division. Oh, interesting. Hello, very new account that's a champion division. That's very interesting.
Wait, what does that mean?
This means that they've only played 54 games, yet somehow they are a champion division, which is the highest division you can be. They have a 96% win rate, and they finish 1.4 or 1.3 in battle royales, which means they finish either first or second every time. Not saying you're suspicious, sir or ma'am, but those stats kind of don't add up to someone with 54 completed games. If you'd like to come in the chat and say who you are, you can stick around. But at this moment, I'm curious who you are. If you want to message me privately somewhere else and say it, then I suppose that's an option too.
Is it Letitia Wright?
Statistically seems low.
But thank you for having me. Always fun to stop by. Everyone in the chat, everyone's doing well. Go see Black Adam. I might have some interesting stuff to post in the coming 2 weeks if you're a DC TV fan. I'm sure
you're gonna have your breakdown of the Andy biopic too.
Yes. Well, I mean, cool. I'm waiting for you to take the photos of Steven and me, like wearing my famous tank tops. And
again, I'm under an NDA. I was told I can't.
I don't know who's playing Chainsaw Reactor. I don't know who's playing him yet. That role has yet to be cast for the film.
I heard it's going to be Carrot Top.
What?
That's what I heard.
Who's Carrot Top?
The fact you don't know that is devastating to your movie.
I mean, it's not my movie, technically. It's just about me, so I'm just saying. But everyone, have a great night. Happy GeoGuessr rounds. Hopefully we'll see you soon, see John in his multiverse again. And go check out his photos of Reddit at canagraphs.weebly.com.
Close enough.
What do you wait? Hold up. It says
it's Weebly. It's Weebly. There's 2 E's.
That's what I meant. Wait, what did I say?
Weebly.
Weebly. Yeah.
Every time we've talked about this, like when we talked the other day, you always kept saying Weebly, and I didn't correct you.
Also, you do it when we're on camera, so I get embarrassed.
Yeah. I need everybody as a witness that you don't know things.
See, look how he treats me.
All right. We're getting rid of Andy now. He's been fired. Bye, Andy. All right. So, all right, I'm caught up to the chat. Let's get us a game in. I'm going to keep an eye on this account and see what goes on with them. We'll be playing, obviously, the Arrowverse map to start, so we will see what goes on. We got Cal and Laura in here. Anybody else last minute jump-ins? All right. I'll give you guys 30 seconds to get in here if you're not already in here. We don't need a minute 30. This is a map everybody, except maybe our newcomer here, has played enough. All right, let's roll. Game 1. All right. We got lots of information to go off of. That parking lot was a couple of things are filmed there, mostly Batwoman related. I think Arrow is also used it once or twice. I forgot what I'm looking for. Where am I looking? Here, is this Georgia? No, that's not Georgia. Georgia should be up here. Never mind, I went the wrong way. Am I on the right corner? No, the Canada Post building should be there. Where the hell is the Canada Post building? Oh my God. That has to be the right corner. Doesn't look right, though. Nope, I was off. I was off by an entire corner. Excuse me? Weren't we right in the middle of the intersection? I thought we were in the intersection. Okay, we weren't in the intersection. I'll give you that one. Fine. All right, so myself first, Laura second, Cal third, and newcomer African top fourth. All right. Again, we have some knowledge to use. Shouldn't be right here. That would be this block. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, don't get this one wrong this time, right? Okay, we are staring right at the T-junction. Yeah. If it's not there, then I am being robbed. Didn't have to bounce. Had lots of fun. As always, have fun. Hope you win CD. Thank you, Robert. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. All right. Myself first, Laura second, Cal third, and African fourth. Yeah. All right. You guys are all downtown this time. Good job. Next up. What is this one? This might be the first one I have to move. Or do I? Just far enough away I can't quite read it. What the hell is BC Hydro Access? I don't know that road. I need a real crossroad, please. Weird. All of these seem to be named after companies. That's not helpful. I need to get up this road. I need to get up there faster than this. Oh my god, I'm not going to get there in time. Oh, wrong way. This way. I don't even know where this is because I don't recognize these street names. All right. All right, African first, myself second, Cal third, Laura fourth. That's weird. These street names all had like company names on their streets, and I did not recognize that little subsection. All right, all right, all right. Unsure yet. Okay. Do I know? Okay. This is going to be harder than I thought when I first saw the first number. Morris. Morris, poke your head out, Morris. Where are you? You're here somewhere? Here? This Morris? I didn't quite get there in time. Oh, I was foolish enough to go in the goddamn intersection. It wasn't in the intersection. All right. Myself first, African second, Laura third, Cal fourth. All right. Next up. All right. I think this is that studio. I don't know who owns it, but it kind of gets leased out to anybody that just needs a studio whenever they need a studio. It's not attached to anybody. I don't know if I can find this. I mean, I have a loose idea of the general area, sort of, but not rock solid. I don't know if I'll find this that fast. I could be wrong. Maybe I will. Where was I? I was just off of center. Here. Still got the 5K for it. Okay. All right, myself first, African second, Laura third, Cal fourth. Final scores, myself first, Africa second, Laura third, Cal fourth. All right. All right. All right. We'll do another one of that, and then we'll move on to the next maps. You're lurking, are you, Andy? All right. All right. All right. All right. All right, this first round, I'm going to give us a minute 30 this time because I have to go to the washroom. So the first round I'm going to miss. So I'm just going to plonk right away and then run and be back. So we'll get the game started. Then I'll be back. New account. Okay. Oh, this is easy for me. um, Fun fact, I can look out my window and see that sign. Where the hell am I? I need to go to the bathroom. Hurry up. Down the street, wrong corner. Okay, I can go to the bathroom now. I'll be back. All right, all right. I'll get the second round started here since I've been away for a minute. Myself and African tied. Cal third, Laura fourth. Yeah, that was just the Vogue, which they've used for a couple things. Arrow did the mayoral race thing there, and then Legends of Tomorrow used it. But let's move on to that next round. Which part? Huh, great. We're in a park and it's right in the middle of intersections. Don't like that. I don't like any time that I don't have an exact lineup. Oh, this is going to be a pain in the ass to find. Where's Crown? Is this it? Yeah, it is. Okay. How do I line up with these buildings? Oh, right at the edge of the shed. Perfect. I didn't have to try at all. So bad at Vancouver, and just because in general, and just BC in general on this new account. Hey Gary, how you doing? Welcome. I should get to your super chat. Well, I'm waiting for this round to end. How you doing, by the way, it's Gary. Does Iris have a while making the Barry? Are you mad? And will Stargirl get a season 4? First of all, how you doing? Second of all, I have no idea. Never mad at you, you know that. And will Stargirl get a season 4? I'd be skeptical. I would say chances are low right now. I wouldn't say never, but I would say low, Gary. So myself first, African second, Cal third, Laura fourth. All right, next round. Ah, yes. Everybody remembers this from where Psych had his meet up with Team Citizen. Fun fact: this is also where they filmed that scenes we saw recently where Candace is posting photos of her sitting at a pool. Same hotel. Okay. This is going to be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, that's got to be it. I keep forgetting that I gave a minute and a half to each round now. Oops. Unrelated, by the way, guys. This is a new feature they've added recently. You can add messages to it now like this. Yay. I made a post. And it'll show up on the side of the screen. I wouldn't use it too much because I can disable it if you guys get out of hand. So, yeah. Yay, confetti. All right. Myself and African first, Laura third, Cal fourth. Next round. What do we got here? Oh, the abandoned business building. Yeah. They use this for a lot of shows. I don't know what Arrowverse show used it. I think Supergirl did, but I don't actually know. But it's been used for a bunch of things. It was built to be a business center, and no one ever ended up using it. So kind of crazy. All right. Are we done this round? 20 seconds left still. Oof. I gotta remember, don't need a minute and a half for these ones. I only did that because I had to go to the washroom and I didn't think I'd be back that fast, but oh well. I should have just had you guys wait an extra 30 seconds because the amount of time between each round is painful. All right, myself an African again. Laura third, Cal fourth. Let's roll. Do I know this? I don't think I know this. I don't even think I have a half a clue where this is. This is going to be problematic. I don't even know what city I'm in yet. I have a strong suspicion of a city, but I don't actually know. Oh boy. I am not going to find any answers here. This is going to be a big fail on my behalf. And the good news is we'll probably all fail together, but definitely a fail on my behalf. I'm just hoping to see like a service vehicle or a no address. Boo. Still no address. Ugh. Come on, move forward. There we go. Nope, not far enough. I really wish Google would fix this. I have no idea, so I'm just gonna guess somewhere out here. I have no idea. It was over Coquitlam. Okay. Port Coquitlam District Hunting and Fishing. Okay. How? I would love some answers on how you got that. African first, Cal second, myself third, Laura fourth. I am very curious how you got that. Yeah. First, myself second, Laura third, Cal fourth. Till road sign? Was there a road sign down the road? Oh, I need to see this. How far down the road? I want to know how far I missed it by. So you're telling me you got all the way here in a minute and a half? That's like the first road. There's no road sign there. All right. All right. We will do a. I guess yeah. First choice goes to African because they won the last game. So, what map do you want to play? House of Dragons finale? Was that right now or something? All right. Well, we seem to have lost our other player, so I guess I'll pick the map because I forgot who actually was second last time. Has Godspeed been on set? No. I mean, not publicly at least. If he has, it's been in studio or at a location no one ever heard about. All right, guys, we will start this in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, And 0. School. Okay. Les Fierté. I don't know if I would know where that is. I'm going to assume I won't. The photo you saw that Mascara Bound took is an old photo. She was just comparing the fact that Barry is always laying on the ground. I need one of you cars to still be on the road when I'm on the road, please. There we go. I have a suspicion it's at one place, but I can't guarantee it. Fuck. Oh, see? That's what I was afraid of. Do you think Zoom will come back this season? I have no idea. I'd say there's like a 2% chance it's possible, I guess. Myself first, Cal second, Laura third. So this was Northern Ireland. I was in Ireland, but I was always of the assumption Northern Ireland was a possibility. I was trying to find a plate, but I couldn't find one fast enough. You guys are both in the UK. Good job. We are here to help, apparently. All right. Just the slightest itchy ear that is really annoying. Advocate. Local newspaper of where? Smithton. Okay. Can I get a region, please? A region for me. Oops, I may have went too far. Oh shit, I'm fucked. Oops. Fucking Tasmania. God damn it, that's why. There's Smithton. Goddamn Tasmania. I was really confused because I'm like, it's Australia, but it didn't feel like Melbourne, Adelaide, or Sydney to me. I was thinking maybe Brisbane because I don't really know Brisbane area that well. But it didn't make sense because I feel Brisbane should look more tropical. And I didn't think it was Perth, so I was really confused. Never for a second thought about Tasmania. I'm a fucking idiot. All right, Lara first. Everybody else second. You hit the guess button by accident. Oh man, that's a real struggle. At least you guessed. I mean, you got 0 points, but at least you guessed. I didn't even do that. All right, so these markings on the middle of the road, these weird white markings are in one country, which is the country we're in. Only country that uses them. I don't know why they do it. I don't know if like the person doing the road lines at that time. Was just really drunk or what, but they do them. I don't know why. They don't even do it everywhere. They just do it in a few areas. You don't even see it all over the country. It's just in a few spots, just randomly, for no good reason. I'm not even sure if they actually have a region-specific thing to them. They could, for all I know, and I just have never noticed. I thought that had a phone number for a second. I got duped. I just zipped through that. Oh, it's not an intersection. That's why. Okay, don't do it again. Don't forget to click. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, it was super south. Oh well. Myself first, Cal second, Laura third. Good job, everyone. Yeah, so those road lines with the double white little like diamond shaped things that are not lined up properly is a France thing, and I don't know why, because they're not everywhere. Just some roads have them. This, I assume, is just that one place, but I haven't discounted that it's another place. No, this has to be the one place, right? Oops, I went by a vehicle. I wanted to see that one. Where'd it go? How does it buy it that far? Where'd that vehicle go? Where'd that service vehicle go? I want that service vehicle. Did I get robbed of that service vehicle? Oh my god, there it is. How did I get that far? Did I just accidentally go down the road? Yes, okay, that's what I thought. So I was sure of what I was already sure of, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be sure. So that made me more sure. Do you like The Mandalorian better than the sequel trilogy? The sequel trilogy? Do you mean the movies? Is that what you mean? What do I got here? Laura first. Myself second. Cal third. Yeah, so we had Norway road lines, Norway license plates, very Norway feel. I don't know how else to describe that. Definitely did not have France vibes though. All right, next. You know you're in a country when you have a couple of different beer brands. Not hard to decide what country you're in. That's for sure. I don't know why I'm looking at any of these posters. I can't read their language. It's one of the more common countries I come across where I have no chance of reading any of their signs. Most countries, either they use Latin script, or they at least have the signs also with Latin script under the primary language, but not these guys. They're like, nah, we're good. We'll let you suffer. I don't know why I'm looking. I know I'm not going to find any information. Just click in the middle and hope for the best. All right, guys. Honestly, I know I don't. I shouldn't. I just shouldn't guess shame. But guys, I'm gonna show you something right off the bat that might make you cry a little. So we had Angkor beer brand. Now that you maybe that means nothing to you. Maybe you're like, I don't know what Angkor beer brand is, but there is a place called Angkor Wat. So that is the first clue. The second clue is much more glaring and in your face. The other big beer brand in this country is literally named after the country, Cambodia Beer. So I'm not sure how you missed that. There's even one looking the other direction if you turned around the wrong way. I don't know what to say, guys. Accidentally clicked. Oh, okay. Oh, that was the last round. Okay, guys. Myself first, Laura second, Cal third. All right. So, Laura, you're second. Your pick. Let's get that link in the chat for anyone new that's dropping by. I should make a tweet that I'm now playing the GeoGuessr. Excuse me. Flags. Flags it is. Mark, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. You weren't here last week when we played, so I haven't seen you probably in like 3 or 4 weeks then, because I missed a week or so. All right, we do not need a minute 30 for fun with flags. Let's get that down to 1 minute. All right. Everybody ready? Let's go. All right. We have a flag. Got the same flag there, same flag there, same flag there. Is this official? No, it's not. Okay. That's why I can't move. Okay. This person's reading Tonino Guzra. I might have misread that, but I was also looking at it upside down. In any case, they are reading it. Whether or not they can read it as good as I can read Cyrillic, that is unknown. But I attempted, at least. Damn, it was south. I was going to go south, too. I knew it was probably not Minsk, but I'm like, just hedge. All right, Cal first. Good job. Myself second. Laura third. And Mark did not plunk. Uh-oh. First round in, and he's already missing. All right, we have a very big clue there. This is definitely a flag we have seen around in games. Not a mystery flag. I will say that much. Wait, did that say something on the advertisement? The Legoland Hotel. No, thank you. Can you imagine how hard it would be walking on the floor? Legoland Hotel. Is this just going to be in the capital, or is this going to be somewhere clever? You'd assume it's just going to be in the capital, right? No. It's way out in Billund. I should have known better. All right. Laura first, myself second, Mark third, Cal fourth. All right. Where's my? Oh, right in front of my face. If you don't know where you are, oh my god, it's got everything you need except for the actual address. Wait, oh my god, no, it does. Oh my god. So the most famous GeoGuessr player there is a guy named Rainbolt, and in his videos he always says reading is cringe, but reading is also going to help you get this location. Where the fuck is their capital? Did they rename it? No. How did Ouagadougou not show up when I was zooming in? I couldn't find it. What the hell? Myself first, Mark second, Laura third, Cal missed this round. So yeah, Ouagadougou is their capital, and the sign literally said right on it, right there, Ouagadougou, and just above it, Burkina. They even had the .bf here. It had all the clues you needed, but I couldn't find Ouagadougou when I zoomed in. That was weird. Weird. All right, next round. Oh, this is a layup. I mean, where in this country? I don't know. But the flag is one of the better known flags out there. Department of Tourism. For what area? Sorry, guys. Atari border? I'm probably wasting too much time reading. Atari border. I don't know if I know where that would be. I don't know how their regions are, or how many there are, or where they are. It was super north. Was there a region called Atari here? Oh my god, this is like right on the border. Oh my god, the region was actually at the border. Oh. Okay. Laura first, Mark second, myself third, Cal fourth. So yeah, that was the India flag. And if I ever get that location again, I will remember that one. Border locations are something I almost always remember. Where's my flag? Oh, up there. Like, where's my flag? Forgot for a second what I was doing here. So if I go inside that door, I am now stuck inside this building. Can I find more information outside? It's weird that stuff is blurred when it's an unofficial photo. I don't know, man. I'm gonna go not capital. It wasn't the capital, but I still wasn't close enough. All right, myself first, Mark second, Laura third, Cal fourth. Our final scores were myself first, Mark second, Laura third, Cal fourth. All right, Mark, you're second. What do you got? What's your map choice? Also, welcome. Haven't seen you in a while. Oh, bye, Cal. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. You're going to miss next round? Oh, that's just going to leave me and Mark then. Assuming Mark's even here. If no one jumps in the next 20 seconds, then I might just make it a 1v1. All right. Apparently, everybody is busy. Even though there's still 12 people in the chat. The hell is this? What was that from? I don't remember what game this was. Oh, the Arrowverse game. Why was that still sitting on the screen all this time? Weird. Why is this not vanished? Why is this not vanished? What is going on here? This game's been over for like half an hour. Why is it sitting there? And why, when I go through it, if I go to play again, it doesn't take me to a new map? Okay, well, that's super weird. All right, Marcos. Well, we'll be playing a duel because we're the only two here right now. So, you said Portugal stadiums. Well, you will destroy me on Portugal stadiums. I don't even know what Portugal soccer teams there are. There's a link. Cut it down to 3,000 health. Increase that back up to 1. We'll take healing off. And you said Portugal stadiums. Yes, this one. It's got 6 likes. All right. This should be a free layup for you because I don't know any Portuguese soccer teams. Here we go. Very colorful stadium, I'll say that. Any team logos or anything on it? Not that that would help me because I don't know Portuguese soccer. I think I have my strategy for this game. I am going to implement the don't give you time to look strategy. I don't know any of the teams, so I think the more time I give you is probably weak for me. Yeah, 297 meters, yeah. Yeah, I was never getting that. Oh, game's over already. Oh. Okay, we're gonna do that again, except with 6K health this time. I didn't realize the game would go so fast. It was way too fast. There you go. All right, we will play that again. This time, 6K health, so it should at least last 2 rounds. I'm inside the stadium this time. This also looks as colorful as the one we just left. I wonder if it's the same one. It's kind of a lot of random colors to not be at least maybe the same one. Yeah, 539 meters. Yeah. Okay. I think I'll at least get the city this time. Can I find the stadium though? No. Oh. Oh, I actually got some points out of you. Didn't think that would happen in this game. Hmm. I'm going all in on Lisbon. Hey, what a guess. It just looked like a large stadium, so I'm like, this is either Lisbon or Porto. So what the hell? The stadium looks like it hasn't been finished yet. You got it. GG's. All right. Are any other people around yet? You can put in the chat. All right. We're going to go back to something more worldly. We will do And give us both a challenge. All right, we're gonna do real world. I'll give it a little bit more, 20 seconds once the first click is in. And let's go. Okay. I think I'm about 60% sure which country I'm going, but nope, now I'm not. Shit. I thought I had a clue, now I don't. Damn. I hate when I think I've got it and then it's not what I think a minute later. So confused now. Confused. I'm actually more confused the longer this round is going. And I know eventually I will see something that'll be like, oh, that's where I am. But I don't have that yet, and that is weird. The road markings make me think one place, but I've got no other information to add up to make me confirm that. And that is problematic for me. Almost see license plate. Now we can't. Where would this be there, though? That still is the mystery. Right? Is there a region name that? I don't know. Doesn't sound like a region I'm familiar with. I take away everything I was saying. Okay, so somewhere in this region. Sure, we'll go there. You're in place with no more players. Huh? Aren't you in this game? The hell happened? Right, well, I guess I have to wrap this game up because somehow you missed the game even though it says you're here. How did that happen? It's been really buggy because it's still got that other game is in the lobby as not finished, even though it's clearly long finished. Couple of weird bugs tonight. Ah, I didn't get enough points to eliminate you. Okay, I need to try a little harder to finish this round off. This should just be one of a couple places I could probably already send and get it. Yeah, whatever. I don't need to 5K this. I'm just need to get 1,500 points so we can move on. That's weird. I was wondering why that round was taking so long, because I was like, in my head, I kept thinking like, huh, he hasn't made a guess yet. That's weird. Oh, now you're in. I thought you didn't get in. Okay, I guess now I have to try. I see how it is. I see. All right. Hmm. Ah, yes. Yeah, I saw the car. As soon as I saw the car, I'm like, okay, this has to be there. All right. Nobody else has jumped in at chat yet? Really? All right. Let's look for popular maps. World cities. We'll do world cities. Oh, you're back? All right. Okay, we're going to discard the lobby mark and we're going to go back to live challenges, which this game still isn't over, even though the entire final scores are there. But whatever. All right. Hello, Demirs. Welcome. All right. All right. We'll change this to what was the map I said? It was something. World cities. That's what we'll do. Don't need 3 minutes. Let's give us 1 minute 20 seconds. All right, guys. Anybody else jumping in? Last chance. 10 seconds. We are off to world cities. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay. It was interesting. I was watching. There was a big world GeoGuessr championship thing going on the other day, yesterday, and it was interesting listening to the analysts talking about it because I'd never thought of it until they brought it up. But they were talking about how trying a 5K a location in a major city is harder than a rural area. I'm like, that's not really true. But the things they said, I'm kind of like, okay, you know what? I get that. Like part of the problem they're talking about is like in a rural area, all you've got to do is figure out where you are in the rural area, and getting the road is a piece of cake. But when you're trying to do it in a more urban setting, there's so many roads that could line up. It could be this road, could be that road, could be that road over there. And they're like, that is so much harder to do. And I'm like, okay, I can kind of get that. So yeah. This doesn't feel right, but I have to believe that sign. Okay, it was. All right. Where did everyone go? Myself first, Mark second, and Laura did not guess. Where were you? You were in Nicaragua? Nicaragua does not have coverage. I would assume you knew that, though. All right, next round. These should all be official locations. I don't think Wolf Checkered put in any non-official. Why does this car feel weird? Oh, that's why. Duh. Pando would be so disappointed in me that I didn't notice right away. Is this just like their, like... Big-ass courtyard. Big-ass flag. I mean, I don't know how many more clues would be needed. Is it just that city, or is it a different city? That's the big question here, right? Hotel Centenario. If I can find that, I can confirm that I am where I am. Whoops. Why are you scrolling so weird like that? I need you to scroll better. I need Guatemala City, not Mexico. Where is the... I didn't get there in time. Alright, myself first, Mark second, Laura third. So yeah, that was Guatemala City. I was mostly sure it was Guatemala City once I realized where I was, like country-wise. Where was that park? Oh, there it is. That's the park. Because I was looking at parks that were too big. I was thinking of these ones. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Curious. Is there any words I missed? Don't know if there was another word there that I'm missing, but it had enough information. All right. See you later. What is the biggest city on that island? Makassar? Did I get there in time? No, it wasn't Makassar. What was it? Manado. Okay. Dope. Alright, myself first. Mark second, Laura third. So right where we started, there was a sign that actually said on it, Sulawesi. So I knew we were on Sulawesi. I just thought it would probably be Makassar because that's the biggest city, but it was Manado, which I already forgot the name of 2 seconds ago. First bank. We have a area code there. All right. Yeah. Uh-huh. Now I just got to figure out which city. 8-1. It's the one and not the other. But I don't want to leave that to chance that I get it wrong. That had something on it, but it didn't. Oh, I hate when it does that. You know I want to go forward. Why the fuck are you giving me options that aren't go forward? Shit, I'm gonna be late. And it was Puerto Rico because I was fucking panicked. Fuck me. Canadagraphs. Laura second, Mark third. That was Puerto Rico, or yeah, Puerto Rico, and I went Dominican Republic like a fucking vegetable. Good thing I didn't do that in a tournament. There's some pretty ghetto. Oh, there we go. We're into it. More proper look. Cool. Okay. Wish I had like a major intersection instead of all these little ones. If the other CG saw this, he'd be screaming at his screen, going, "It's right there." But I am not as familiar with this city as he is. Okay, I'm not even going to get a 5K out of this, even though I knew the city almost right away. Yeah. That was a crappy performance by me. I knew the city right away, and I looked around for more clues and didn't find anything that helped me until it was too late. I should have started looking for that street right away instead. Laura first, myself second, Mark third. Good job. Final scores, myself first, Mark second, Laura third. So everybody here is picked today. What should we do? How long have we been on for? 2:42 minus an hour and a quarter for the other stuff. So we've been on for an hour and a half. All right, we'll do another half an hour. Trying to think what map to do next. Let me look in my liked maps and see what maybe I've liked recently that is interesting. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Do a balanced world. I don't know if we've ever even done that on stream. It's an official world map, so it's all official countries. You guys ready? All right, we'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. It's too faded to read. Sad face. Your PC froze for a second? Uh-oh. This is as rural as it gets. I have 3 ideas, and all of them are not fun. None of them are close to each other. All the same country, but fuck, I didn't get to that fast enough to read it. That's good enough. It was right on the border. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You guys both went Estonia. Interesting. So the reason I didn't go Estonia, which apparently would have been the better call, was these here. When you see a post and it's got black on the bottom, very high probability you're in Russia. Not the only place that would ever paint a post black, but in that area with all the other clues, Russia was the probable thing. My thought was it was going to be actually up in here, out this way, or way the fuck up here, and I picked wrong. Mark first, Laura second, myself third. Mm-hmm. Google logo was in literally the worst place possible. I think I was actually going to get information off it. All going to be in their language, ain't it? Yeah, Sag. I really was hoping something there would just have English on it, but I knew better. All right. Myself first, Mark second, Laura third. There's all sorts of Thai language around there. India does have coverage, but their languages are different. They're like, for India, you'll see language that'll either look like this, it'll look like the Bangladesh language, or it will look like the Sri Lankan language, which doesn't show up here. Interesting. It looks like this. Perfect. There. Looks like that. So Thai language looks a little different, and there was other Thai clues there that I can't go over now. But yeah, India does have coverage, but it's not a lot, and it's really recognizable when it shows up. If we ever get it, I'll show you what I'm talking about. It's not very subtle. There's a lot of blur around the car. I don't even know what country I'm in, and I don't actually even know fully for sure which continent I'm on. I think I know the continent, but it's a 50-50 I'm wrong. This is terrible. This is a terrible location for a short time limit. Wait, really? Okay. Are you driving left, or are you just parked on the side of the road because you're bored? Okay, I don't have time to figure it out. I'm going to assume you're driving left. If you're driving right, I'm very wrong. I was very wrong. Motherfucker. Why were you parked on the left side of the road like that? If I had not seen that motorbike, I would have at least been. I would have been actually almost exactly where Mark was there. I was thinking Peru, Brazil, Bolivia, in that area. Mark first, Alara second, myself third. Yeah, I would have been right here with you in this general region. But I saw one motorbike. It was driving. Well, it was parked, looking like it was going to drive left. I'm like, maybe it's over there. Even though I didn't see a license plate that matched it. It had a white license plate. That should have been my first clue. I was wrong. I'm really tired all of a sudden. Don't know why. I haven't been up for super long. Yeah. That's not going to make any sense to me. It's not colored, so that doesn't narrow it down. Great. Great, 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 great. So 50-50. I don't like it. I don't like this 50-50 I have. Short antenna also doesn't add up to what I'm thinking. Could I be way off? No. I definitely have the right country. I just don't know. Do I risk it for the biscuit or do I play it sensible? I play it sensible. Yeah, not terrible. I can live with that guess. Myself first, Laura second, Mark third. So yeah, we had the exact same thing we had before, although you had to drive down the road to see it, the black painted bottom of the post. We're getting a lot of Russia right on the border. This time it's Russia near the border of Kazakhstan. All right, next round. What is this? Do I want to go that way or do I want to go the other way? I don't even know which way I want to go. I don't think there's anything to see that. There's infrastructure over there. Maybe that'll help me more than going the other way. I don't know. I'd like to get on the other side of this vehicle, whatever this is. Now I'm confused. That pole confused me. I have a part of one idea, but it's not a good idea, guys. Not gonna lie. Oh my god, I'm now even more confused. No, I think I'm less confused again. I think my confusion ratio has gone back down a little bit. Okay. Water to the east. Interesting. Where would I find water to the east? Maybe up here? Here? Question mark? Ooh, not a terrible guess. I had the wrong point, but right idea. All right. So myself first, Mark second, Laura third. So yeah, that was France. I didn't know it right away, but then I saw one French telephone pole, and I'm like, that's when I was like, now I'm more confused because I was not thinking France at all. So I saw the one telephone pole, and then I'm like, I'm a little confused. And then I drove around a little bit more, and then I saw there was one yellow plate, and I know France used to use yellow plates. I'm like, okay. And then I saw the water, and I'm like, where could it be east? So I thought it might be here, but it was this one. I'll take it. All right, myself first, Mark second, Laura third. So we will do two more, guys. Two more. Sound good? Last one, obviously, will be McDonald's, but The one before that will be I've played this one a couple of times. So this is a little twist on the other dumb test that we've played before. So these are locations that look like things you've seen in the dumb test, but they're in different spots. So yeah. I have played this one a couple times before, so I have half a clue where some of these are. So yeah. All right, are you ready? Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. What the heck is this? I don't think I've seen this one before. Okay, I need to move around because I don't actually think I know this. Okay, no, it's exactly where I thought it was. Why is this on this map? Is there something I missed about it? I mean, it's that one place. It's just got to be that one place, right, guys? I'm not having a brain aneurysm or anything. Is it this? Is it in the park? It's in the park, right, guys? I'm not wrong on that. Oh, it's probably this overlook point. That makes the most sense. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Oh, it's down the road. Sad face for me. I could have 5K'd this, but I didn't see all this in. I didn't see all these roads in here. I don't know. First me, second Mark, third Laura. So that was Grand Canyon. You're at least in Grand. You were in part of Grand Canyon. It's the wrong part of Grand Canyon. We cannot get away from places that look like this. All right. Can I find this without moving? Kind of feels a little like this, but this road looks... Yeah, I guess it would split, right? It would split. Kind of lines up, right? Is there a park here? Yeah, there is. I think I might actually have this, guys. Without even, like, looking. If I don't have it, then so be it. I did not have it. Oh, what did I do wrong? It was way up the street. I was off by a lot. It's this park. Okay. Myself first, Laura second, Mark third. You guys went to the same place, didn't you? You guys are hiding at the Arc de Triomphe in Paris, aren't you? Look at you guys hanging out on the same block. Yeah. Okay, so what you missed there, I'm going to show you. You're probably going to cry a little when you see this. Big Romanian flag on the top of the building. Romanian flag, Romanian flag, Romanian flag. Lots of Romanian flags. Romanian flags, Romanian flags. So yeah. Yeah, Romania, question mark. Yes. All right. I do expect a 5K somehow from someone here. I don't actually know. What am I facing? The Mirage and Treasure Island. Those are to my north. Mirage and Treasure Island are to my north. Hmm. Further down? Mirage and Treasure Island are to my north. Okay, it's got to be up. Hmm. Not finding it. Am I missing something? Mirage and Treasure Island. This is the Venetian. How did I miss this by 2 blocks? There's the Mirage. I was looking for a big yellow square like the rest of the hotels. Oh no. Good job, Laura. All right, so Laura first, myself second, Mark third. That yellow color looks like France from afar. Okay, I mean, I guess if you're not looking at it like really closely, and maybe I don't know, maybe the computer screen's a little like off color. Maybe I could understand that. Okay, all right. Hmm. Okay, I had this one before. When I played it before, I had this location, and I do not remember where it is. I do know one thing. It is not where you think it is based off of how it looks. That I know. Where it is? I don't know. I do not remember to save my life. If I had to 5K this, I could not. And it was Australia. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't for the life of me remember where that was. So we had Mark first, myself second, and Laura third. And it was in Australia. Australia. Can't even find Laura. She's so far off the map. She's in northern Russia. Okay. Final round. And I don't know what this famous place is. I have no idea what this famous place is. None at all. Zero. I don't know. Definitely never had it in any of the games I've played. I don't know, guys. Huh? I feel like this is something I should just know, and I don't. Okay. Compton. I know it's a place. I'm not going to find this, am I? Nope. No. It wasn't even in Kentucky. It was. Oh, I guess technically it was in Kentucky. Barely. All right, fine. All right, myself first, Laura second, Mark third. So I found a sign that said Kentucky Bank or something like that. So I knew it was in Kentucky. I just didn't know where. I thought Covington, I swear, is a city name, but apparently not in Covington. No, it is. It's very small compared to what I thought it would be. All right, final scores. Myself first, Mark second, Laura third. That will take us to the final map of the night. We all know what it means. McDonald's time. All right. All right, are you guys ready? I'm going to try. I'm going to give us like 10 extra seconds to the last map. I'm going to try and do this without moving. Fingers crossed. Here we go. I don't like this already. I think I made a terrible mistake. Okay, less of a mistake. At least I know the country. I should see what I got to eat. And I need to eat. Yes, that's what I'm gonna eat that. Alright. Excellent. Wow, this round is taking a lot longer than I thought. I forgot I'm not moving though, so that's why. Oh, very good guess. Whoever this is down here, Mark. Good guess. Mark first, myself second, Laura third. We all got France. Good job. I'm guessing you must have found a sign that narrowed down the region. What do we got here? This feels like, yeah, I guess that makes sense. I don't know my state flags well enough. There's a time that I could probably ID like 60, 70% of them easily enough. Now I don't think I could do 25%. All right, so we have no front plates. That's the first thing I notice. We have hills. That's not super helpful, but narrows it down a little bit. All right, no fronts. All right. Oh, we have kind of a back plate. Too blurred out to tell. Do I have any other back plates? I don't have enough of an idea to go on. don't like this guess, but I don't have a better guess. What? West Virginia. Oh my God. I would have never gone that north even if I had seen a West Virginia flag. But okay. Good job, Laura. Laura first, Mark second, myself third. I am getting slaughtered here. Pure guess. Fair enough. All right, where is my McDonald's? Where's my McDonald's? Hello, McDonald's. I see 0 beef patty, special sauce, or lettuce or cheese. I see a Pizza Hut. I don't see a McDonald's. I have been ripped off of a McDonald's. So this car makes me think one thing, and everything else makes me think another thing. Yeah, okay, I was right. So the car is right. Everything else is making me think something different. Is there a region on here? No? Okay. Let's just guess capital and call it a day, right? It's not capital, but I don't know where it is. It was north. Okay. Myself first, Mark second, Laura third. So yeah, the car is the Guatemala car. And also there was a sign right beside us, like right beside us. I didn't even have to move for it. It said right here, Guatemala. Guatemala, right there on the sign. All right, next round. I don't know, man. I really want to drive out to the corner because I think it would tell me a lot. Oh, shit! I fucking had this one before. That's why it looked familiar. Was it here? I don't think it's here. It's a city like that, though, right? Emalihini, I think that's where it was, yeah. And it's close to here. Where's my McDonald's? Maybe it's not that crossroads. This one, maybe? Okay. Up here? Why am I not seeing my McDonald's? Oh. Found the city, couldn't find the McDonald's. Yeah, I've had this one on here before with you guys. Yep. There it is, way over there. Alright, myself first, Laura second, Mark third. Hello, Barrio. Welcome. We're just about to wrap up here in a couple minutes. Ugh. I don't see a McDonald's. I see a lot of protesters. What is this? Where's my McDonald's? 2 rounds in a row, I can't find my McDonald's. I cannot see a McDonald's. Two rounds in a row, I got robbed of a McDonald's. Hi, I'd like to read your sign. Nope, your sign is useless. I don't know which country this is supposed to be. None of them are holding any. Oh, are they? Okay. I have to theoretically think. There's too many countries with those colors, though. It's unofficial coverage, so that makes it hard, too. I'll say right now, if this turns out to be Argentina, I'll be annoyed, because I could have went there. It was Argentina. Mendoza. Damn it. Without the color on the flag, I couldn't tell. And there's too many countries in Central and South America that have blue and white flags. But I thought there was a very good chance it was going to be Argentina. I went Nicaragua just because it was unofficial coverage. And I knew, like, if it's Nicaragua or Honduras or Guatemala, I'm kind of in the right region. But Argentina was the wild card in the bunch. Laura first, Mark second, myself third. And the final score is Mark first, Laura second, myself third. Today's scores are Mark with 3 wins, Africa with 1 win, Laura with 2 silvers, and Cal a bronze. All right. So, I am going to. I know I've done this once before, but I don't know if any of you guys actually took advantage of it. So, if you want some free games to play, the Rainbolt, who is currently the most famous GeoGuessr player there is, has a play along list. He does a game a day. You can play along before he plays his game and see how you do. There's an entire list. There's like 50 days worth of games there, so you got a few you can catch up on. Oh my, itchy. So you on each day you have to click onto the game and then go into the description, and you'll find the game for the next day. Will say like, I'll show you today's. I'll pull up today's and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You know what? I'll even play it right here in front of you. Let me make sure I have this right. StreamYard again. Present. Okay. So when you go to a Rainbolt page, go to the video, and you have to go in the description here, and you'll see tomorrow's challenge, which is the one that is not in this video. And then you'll see today's challenge, which is the one this video is on, and it says play before watching. So I've already played that one. You can see my score here was 21,502. So that was yesterday's game, which is the video that he's now about to do. And then this is tomorrow's, which I haven't done yet, which I'm now going to play right here in front of you. Because why not? First instincts, I don't have a clue. I I'm very bad at chevrons. Very bad. Very bad. I don't have a good idea yet. I have a lot of bad ideas, not a good idea. Dude, I don't know. I'm gonna do so bad on here. I find when I'm talking and playing, my brain capacity is like half of what it should be. I've been doing very good on these lately, and right now I'm swinging and missing, even figuring out what country I might be in. Blue and white chevrons, man. Oh man, this looks bad. I don't know. I need to guess though. Fucking, I know that's wrong, but I need to get some points on the board. God damn Spain! Blue and white. Why couldn't I remember that? That's brutal. All right. All right, what do we got here? We have a white car. We have the S1240. That's probably a road number, but I don't know it. Was there another sign here? The S715. Who uses S road numbers? I need some sun direction. Where is my sun? Oh my god, it's right over top of me. So it's basically, we're kind of in the south. Kind of. No, I don't know, man. I'm choking so hard. I've been doing so fucking well with these lately, and I'm just choking right here, right now, in front of you. Oh shit, we're driving on the left. Is this South Africa? This doesn't make it. Oh my god, it was. I clutched up on the last microsecond on that one. Fucking lucky. I was thinking South America somewhere. I really was. Is there an S road number here? Would I have ever found this if I had time? These aren't even numbered. I would have never found those, eh? Yeah, I was thinking South America on that last one, right up until I saw they were driving left. 2 more seconds, I would have fucked that up. And I'm gonna screw this one up too, because I don't know yet, guys. I don't know. It's probably a bad idea playing on stream because I'm busy talking instead of paying attention. Ka. That doesn't sound like anything I know. Doesn't sound like any language. These polls don't look like anything I know or anything. I'm gonna go like Czechia because I don't. They have like nothing that I can think of that's fitting. It's not there though. Slovakia. Okay, I wasn't bad. Wasn't bad. Czechia and Slovakia. I mean, you get those things mixed up all the time. I couldn't put that language to anything though. So that's why I kind of placed it there because nothing else was adding up that I could cling on to and be like, oh, maybe it's this. This is one of the most nondescript roads I've seen. This could be Europe. This could be South America. This could be Asia. Houses don't really help me that much. There's a lot of people that are gotten very good at recognizing housing structures and how they change in places, but I am not that good yet. Does this pole look like it could be striped? I don't think it is. No, I'm going to go with Europe. I think this is just somewhere in Europe that I'm not going to find. I am going to just throw it down in Romania. It's not Romania because I didn't see a Romanian pole. Slovakia. All right. Right continent, not the right area. Last but not least, of this torturous round. One of the worst games I've played in weeks on this. Baguio? Where's Baguio? Trying to find Baguio. Baguio. Where are you? It's probably like a suburb of Manila. Banguid. Not Oh, Baguio. It's very big. Okay. This will help my score look less terrible. Is there anything else? It's around the corner. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to find it. Whew, I can live with that. I can live with that. All right, 19-97. Considering how bad I butchered a couple of these, I am not disappointed in that score. I butchered the Spain one. I will never, ever. That was one of my worst choke job ever. This one, I don't feel too bad about. Slovakia and Czechia are kind of fairly similar in a lot of aspects. Romania, Slovakia, I really should have maybe got that because I knew it wasn't Romania. I knew it couldn't be Romania. I don't think I was ever getting Slovakia out of that though. But 19-97, not terrible considering how bad my start was. Cannot even find where I am in the world. Let's see how everyone else did. CPE, very good. John Harvey, very good. Heyman. So the top 100 had 21K, so I'm probably in like the top 400. I don't even know if I want to go down that far. I doubt you guys are even paying attention at this point. Probably have already wandered off and found something better to do. Hey, actually, I'm not down that far. Where am I? 162nd. Not terrible. I mean, I'm sure more people have to play it still. Anyone on my friends list play it yet? No, no one on my friends list. All right. Anyways, yeah, so there's one of those every day. He puts out a video every day showing what his thought process was on each round. He will obviously detail it better than I do. I'd be very curious how good he would be if he didn't speak through the process, because he does very good even while he's speaking through it. So yeah. All right, that's it for today though, guys. We'll see if I have a chat maybe in midweek. I might actually play GeoGuessr again maybe tomorrow or Tuesday on Twitch, because I missed this Saturday's Twitch GeoGuessr because I was up late for that Flash set. So I didn't do one on there. So maybe Tuesday, maybe tomorrow. Undetermined if it'll happen, so don't put it in writing that it's happening. But anyways, that's it for today, guys. Thanks everyone for stopping by, and I will see you whenever. Bye.